I think I will start with, you know, because we've been honoring Dia de los Muertos this whole week, and the book definitely has a lot of, I guess, grief and loss, not just about physical death, but about the loss of relationships, the changes that we go through in life, but hopefully also the transformation that we experience when we open our hearts to loss. And this poem is for my father, who died about 12 years ago. Both of my parents lived through war, and both were immigrants. So I think that's obviously had a deep effect on my life and my writing. My father was a child during the Spanish Civil War, and when I was about 15 or 16 years old, when I was in high school, many years ago, I did a report on the Spanish Civil War, and I interviewed my father with a tape recorder. Remember those old cassette tape recorders, right? And for the first time in my life, my father told me the story that his tío Rafael was dragged out of the house and shot and killed in the street. And his tío was his teacher during the war because there was no school for 3 years, and taught him how to read, taught him poetry, taught him painting. And what I realized as I got older is that, and just reflecting on my father's life, that he never really recovered from this loss. And I could tell that by a lot of the actions. So, this poem is called To My Father Juan, who thought there was a war to end all wars. Valencia, Spain. The soldiers took your tío Rafa, dragged out of bed and shot in the street, the Franco way. The Generalissimo in my dreams sucked away your soul when they killed Rafael. You and your friends played soccer around the bodies. Death was a daily smell, and the sound of mothers who screamed like hyenas hung in the air. All of this wasn't ordained by the Holy Ghost, but an angel grabbed you by the cojones and told you to go on. Now you are gone, and I am sleepless inside this cave. I can't see heaven, but sometimes feel its contents squirm. It is wise to ask, who is my guide during these wicked times? Archangel Michael sticks his finger down my throat, and now I have to tell your story. Your country absorbed the chaos. You passed it on through your chromosomes, and I have this DNA of atrocities. You didn't mean to thrash out your life, but there was the hurricane of war, and nothing to barter for food. Boxes of blood-red oranges crushed in the street. Your face purple with rage. I know you are wondering, how is it that Franco and George Wallace are still alive and still find ways to run this world? At every turn, you thought America would make sense, that hoarding canned food in the basement would save us all. I don't blame you. Now all that's left is to take what you told me and transmute it for others. And yes, they have to eat it, because this memory is all I can serve.